Did you ever get really hyped over a manga series because everybody's telling you how great it is? You see it all over the media. There's a hit anime series. All the reviews are just like excellent. And then you find out it's also written by a mangaka that you're a big fan of. So when you finally get the manga and you sit down to read it and you're really hyped and everybody's anticipating your reaction, all you could do is say, yeah. Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Welcome back to my channel. It's Manga Monday, and we're going to talk about a manga series I was really hoping to get really into, but found myself kind of bored and not as enthusiastic as I am over another series from the same creator, and that would be Mob Psycho 100. Now, I am a big One Punch Man fan. I have been trying to collect all the volumes for my collection. I love the humor in it. I love the art style. I love the action sequences. And when I found out about Mob Psycho 100, I was kind of like, okay, I can't wait to check it out. And it took a while for me to get a hold of it because it's not available on the Shonen Jump app because it's published by Dark Horse Comics over here. Also, where it is in digital form, it's really the same price of buying the physical copy. So I decided I was going to get the physical copies. And then the physical copies were on back order because of this whole manga shortage thing. So I finally got the first 3 volumes in stock, and I read the first volume. And I just want to say it felt like a chore. I know it seems crude, but this is my opinion, my personal thoughts on it. If you like it, that's great. But for me, it didn't seem to stick the landing. Now, with One Punch Man, you have a character who is overpowered because he has worked his butt off to the point he's lost his hair and he's so strong now he just takes out somebody with one punch. In this, you're focusing on a middle school boy who goes by the nickname Mob. Now, Mob has these amazing spiritual powers, kind of like think Ichigo, but doesn't need to use the sword. He can exorcise ghosts and evil spirits. He can call upon them. The kid is like super powered, but he doesn't really seem to care too much about his powers. He just kind of like goes through his day at school. He's not really got friends. He gets kind of talked into joining a school group because they need one member to stay afloat, otherwise they're getting shut down. And it's a group he doesn't really care about their mission. He just does it because he feels like, well, maybe I should try to have friends. Now, he does have one friend in this world, and that is a con man who goes by the name of Region Arataka. I think I said that right. Please, I've been trying to practice my pronunciation when it comes to Japanese. Now, he's a con man who pretends to be a spirit medium. He kind of like tricks people into believing they're being haunted by a ghost. He gets money off them. Mob knows this, and Mob will even call it out at times, but he doesn't seem like overly concerned about it. The only reason Arataka brings in Mob is if he comes across something that's real and threatening, and he'll bring Mob in to take care of it and then charge the people more money because he actually used a real exorcist this time. Now, the art in this is, you can recognize it as the same person who did One Punch. Though, I'm not sure, and people, you can correct me down below, if this series came before One Punch Man, because I notice a lot of differences between the art forms. In Mob Psycho, it seems a lot more somebody who's just beginning their career, so the art is not really as well done as it will be later on. It's kind of, you can tell this maybe was more of an amateur doing this at the time. And I don't mean that rudely, I'm just saying. I know maybe it's also done that way because that's the charm of the manga, but it didn't seem as well done as One Punch Man. And I know I'm going to keep comparing the two, and you're going to say, Carrie, they're two different types of stories. I get that, but it's the same mangaka, and there is a difference between the art in one and the other. I mean, One Punch Man is way much more professionally tightened up. You can tell this person has worked a long time to get this art form down. Where in this, it seems like early on in the career. It's not, to me, as good as One Punch Man. Now, the other thing is the story. I found myself trying very hard to get through this first volume. That's why I didn't read the first 3 before doing this review. Because I found myself getting bored and moving on to other series and then coming back and then trying to finish it again. It has an interesting premise. I'm not going to lie. I can probably see this working better for me as an anime than maybe in manga form. But it dragged a lot for me. Like, there was all these, like, him at school was kind of like the kids from the group he's forced to kind of join, or I could say gets blackmailed into joining. And it, they get on my nerves a lot, especially the leader of the group. She is very, very annoying to the point where it just made me say, can I skip a few pages and maybe I won't have to deal with her anymore and not miss out on the content of the story. The relationship between, though, Arataka and Mob is interesting because Arataka does feel a lot of guilt because he knows he's using this boy for his own profit. He uses the guise that he's mentoring this kid to become like this great spiritual exorcist. And the kid goes along with it because Mob's very naive. Mob is just kind of like, okay, sure. But their relationship kind of develops, and I do see it getting a little bit more serious where Arataka really understands that he needs to be a good role model for Mob and realizes that, you know, exactly what he's doing is not in his best interest. And that's one of the positives I did like in this. I did also like when you finally get Mob using his abilities. It is amazing. It's really well done. This is where I do see the positive comparisons between this and One Punch Man, because when he uses his powers, like, this is where the artist goes all in. And you kind of wish he was doing it with everything else, but this is where he goes all in, and it's really amazing just to see how powerful Mob is in visual design. I wish I can show you the images, but because of this whole thing with people doing manga reviews getting striked by YouTube, I can't, so I do apologize. I have not checked out the anime yet. It could be that the anime will work a lot better for me than the manga. I haven't got to volume 2. I might give volume 1 and volume 2 a shot since I have them and see how that goes. And just like, I don't know, there's something like it's keeping me from really getting invested in the story, and I know it's disappointing to hear that. It happens though. Again, I have been wrong in the past. I've watched One Piece and then read One Piece, and after I got through the first half of the volume, I really realized what made that manga really great. The first half was kind of like, okay, can we get to it? But Mob Psycho 100, it all depends on how the next 2 volumes go for me. I am not sure if I'm going to keep up with this. I am definitely keeping up with One Punch Man because I love that series. But I'm kind of hoping the story does improve. I don't know also if this is also a translation problem, because One Punch Man is licensed by Viz Shonen Jump, where Mob Psycho is licensed by Dark Horse. I'm not one who really reads scans, but again, like, there's something that's not allowing me to connect with this. And I have to be honest, I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? I'm not going to sit here and just kind of like sugarcoat it. That's the truth. I'm not really getting into Mob Psycho 100. I really wish I would, but forcing myself has not been working. But maybe in the future I'll give you an update. For now, that's Mob Psycho 100. Tell me your thoughts. Go ahead, comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.